Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Classic Gamer 74. I'm your host Anthony Gamer. And I'm Mumford. And in today's episode, we're going to be discussing Five Nights at Freddy's. Wait a minute. What's the matter? Did you say Five Nights at Freddy's? Yep. Bye. Well, get back here. What's the matter with you? That game scares me. Oh, don't be ridiculous. I have a heart condition. No, you don't. Yeah, I do. I had a heart attack at the home. You did not have a heart attack at the home. You pretended to have a heart attack because they told you they were out of Jell-O. Oh, yeah, but it does scare me. It scares me real bad. One time, I think I wet myself. You do that all the time anyway. Shut up. Oh, okay. Five Nights at Freddy's, often abbreviated as FNAF, is a point-and-click survival horror game that was developed and published by Scott Cawthon. It's the first game in the Five Nights at Freddy's series, as it also is considered third chronologically. Yep, I still don't want to talk about it. Oh, calm down. I thought we were going to talk about Candyland. Oh, that's the board game series, and we're going to come back to that a little later. Okay, I still want to talk about Candyland. Would you come on? Sorry. One thing that's interesting about this game is it seems to scare adults much more than it scares kids. Yeah, it's usually the opposite with most things. That's true. Like, for instance, when my daughter was little, she was scared to death of Puppet Master. Yep, so was I. And when this game came out, it actually helped to desensitize her so that she wouldn't get scared as easily as she used to. Matter of fact, the jump scare, as they call it, pretty much doesn't scare her even in the least bit. It does me. Well, everything scares you. No, it doesn't. Boo! Ah! The game itself has received positive review from critics and fans alike. The game itself was so successful that it led to a bunch of sequels. I think about 6 of them, 5 books. You can find the characters from Five Nights at Freddy's on just about everything from hats, to lunchboxes, T-shirts, and even toys. What are you doing? Have you looked down? Oh, yeah, these are some of the toys right here, and the characters from the stories. Did you put them there? No, you did, and stop trying to be funny. Okay. The game itself is available on several different platforms. It was actually released first for the PC Windows on August 8, 2014. Then it was released on Android at August 27, 2014. iOS, September 11, 2014. And finally, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on November 29, 2019.
Alright, so let's get into the game plot itself. In this game, you take on the role of Mike Schmidt. He started a job working as a night security guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a restaurant owned by the fictional Fazbear Entertainment. Now, when the game starts, your predecessor leaves a voicemail message and explains different aspects of the history of the restaurant. Now, your job is to survive the night. Your shift starts at midnight and ends at 6 a.m. Now, if you play this game on PC or on the platforms, each shift lasts about 8 minutes and 36 seconds of real time. And if you play it on your phone, it's about 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Your predecessor further explains that the animatronic characters come to life at night because their servo motors, whatever those are, will lock up if they're left off for too long. And they kind of wander around the place. Now, if they see you, they will assume that you are an endoskeleton without the costume, and they will forcibly stuff you into a spare costume and kill you in the process.
Here are the characters from the game. You can see that I have 3 of them here. Hey, wait a minute. When did you put that there? I didn't. Oh, whatever. Stop playing with me. Okay. Anyway, so here are the characters from the game. You have Bonnie the bunny, Chicka the chicken, Freddy the bear, and I think this is Foxy, or maybe that's the version from the second game. I'm not too sure. Alright, now for today's trivia question. Now, most of us know that this game is based or inspired by Chuck E. Cheese. Now, there was another restaurant that was actually similar to Chuck E. Cheese that Chuck E. Cheese bought out in the 80s. What is the name of that other restaurant that inspired Five Nights at Freddy's? You think you know the answer? Wait till the end and see if you're correct. So without further ado, let's get into the game. You ready? If I must. Okay then, let's get started.
Okay, so the game starts. Like I said, you are the security guard here. Now, when the animatronics get up and start walking, you'll be able to see them on the security camera that you have access to. And the safest way to save yourself, as you can't just go run and hide under the desk, that would be easy, exactly, is you close the doors. Now, you have a limited amount of power, so you can't just shut the doors and sit there the whole shift. That would be easy too, exactly, but it wouldn't be much of a game. So as you can see, I'm scrolling through the cameras, kind of like you do at work in real life, yep. And I'm just watching for their movements. As you can see, 3 of them are up on the stage, and we have not yet seen Foxy. But anyway, so that's the basic premise of the game. You watch them, and you try to survive the night. I also forgot to mention that there are no cameras to your immediate right and immediate left. There's like a little alcove area in there. So in order to check those areas, you have to turn those lights on and see what's going on. But be careful about turning on lights and about looking at something on the camera for too long, because it does kind of tend to upset them a little bit. So watch your power, keep your eyes on things. Alright, so I'm going to shut my mouth now and let you enjoy your first night at Five Nights at Freddy's. Hey, what are you doing? Let go of my hand. I just wanted to hold your hand. You'll be fine, so just be quiet and let our viewers enjoy the game. Okay.
I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children, and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Now, concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wires, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcefully pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth that pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station of the breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
Well, congratulations, you made it past the first night. Some people can't even make it that far. It does get a little intense on that first night, but it gets much worse as the days progress. Now, there are some gruesome stories, fan fiction, fan theories about the backstory of the game, and Scott Cawthon actually wrote a series of books. If you'd like to read one in particular, I highly recommend this one, The Silver Eyes. It's really good and scary and explains a lot of the backstory, including the alleged murders that took place there. So, if you'd like to check out the game, it's available in all kinds of formats, like I said before. Remember to be vigilant, be awake, and be alert, or something bad will happen to you.
Wow, that was something. That was pretty scary, wasn't it, Mumford? Mumford, get out from under the table. Come on. Jeez, what a baby. Is it over? Yes, it's over. Oh, good.
And the answer to today's trivia question, what is the name of the restaurant that also inspired Five Nights at Freddy's? If you said Celebration Station, you'd be correct. At one time, there were several of them. They catered to children of all ages and had their own animatronics. There used to be one here in Maryville, but it closed down several years ago. And if you said Showbiz Pizza Place, you'd be right too. This was similar to Celebration Station and ultimately was purchased by Chuck E. Cheese. Now, all the former Showbiz Pizza places are Chuck E. Cheese restaurants.
Well, anyway, you made it out alive. Yeah. Well, anyway, we hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please let us know by giving us a great big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to click that little bell icon down there so you'll be notified when we upload new episodes.
In our next episode, we're going to be discussing parody video games. These games make fun of pop culture, movies, other games, all kinds of stuff. So you will not want to miss that.
Well, until next time, I'm Anthony Gamer. And I'm Mumford. Them things still kind of freak me out. Saying to you guys, hey, who turned out the lights? If it wasn't me, maybe it was one of them. Oh, don't be ridiculous. Ah!
You know, that wasn't funny. Yeah, it was. No, it wasn't. I'll tell you what wasn't funny. What? You screaming like a little girl with a skinned knee. I did not. Yes, you did. Don't forget, I have a heart condition. You do not have a heart condition. You just pretend you do every time you lose at canasta, shuffleboard, and bingo. I do not. Yes. Why do you think they kicked you out of the home? Well, until next time, this is Anthony Gamer, and I'm Mumford, and we will see you all in the next episode. Until then, be safe and be healthy and enjoy the holiday weekend. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.